Hello, magic fans and magicians. I want to share an interesting effect that has a strange coincidence associated with it. I was looking for an effect, a trick that I could do on Zoom for my local Ring 180 of the IBM, my Magic Club. And I came across, if you know on IBM's website, they have these videos called Jam, IBM Jam. And one of them was with David Parr. And David Parr had this excellent effect that's based on strange coincidence that's more than coincidence. So you're going to see that in a moment. I'm going to show you that effect that I did for my local club. But the strange coincidence I will explain afterwards. Just as a little background, the week following this, we had scheduled a lecture with Boris Wild. I didn't know a lot about Boris Wild, and I decided to do a little bit of research. So I went onto YouTube and I saw that he performed on Fool Us. Well, I don't want to say any more right now. Watch the video and then I will come back at the end and tell you what happened at the lecture. I have another Zoom trick, which I think is pretty good. This is a fast one, but I think you guys will like this. So this is a card trick, and here's a deck. It's pretty well shuffled. You could see that. And in a second, I'm going to ask one of you to pick a card. Say stop. I'll use you, Daniel, because we haven't used you before. So I'm just going to go. Tell me when to stop, Daniel. Well, actually, let me do it this way. I don't want to look. So you all will be able to see it, and Daniel will be able to see the card, but I will not be able to see the card as I do this. So I'm going to turn away, and I'm trying to get my thing on the screen here so you could see it. Okay, so Daniel, you just say stop anywhere you like. Stop. Right here? Okay. Yep. Now, I'm not looking, so I'm just turning it around. Everybody take a look at the card. Can you all see it? Is it in the screen?
Yes.
Okay, great. I'm just going to put it back. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is cut the deck. I can cut it 1, 2, or 3 times. What would you like, Daniel?
3 times, please.
3 times. Okay. So I'm going to cut it once, twice, 3 times. And now I'm going to tell you that from this point on, I will not change the order of these cards. Okay, I'm not going to change the order of the cards. So, Daniel, I'm going to ask you to name a number between 1 and 52. But just keep in mind that if you decide to pick 51, I'm going to be counting down to 51.
17.
17. Okay, so now I'm going to count down 17 cards.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This wasn't your card, was it?
No.
Okay. 17. This is the 17th card.
Right.
Was your card, now wait a minute, before I reveal this, we have 3 very difficult situations here. 1, you chose a random card.
Right.
2, you told me how many times to cut the deck. And 3, you picked a number to count to. The odds of those 3 things converging together, this being your card, are astronomical, right?
Right.
Okay. Was your card the 2 of spades?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Everybody can applaud. But I want to show you something that's another coincidence. Boris Wild is going to do this lecture, right? So I'm looking up Boris Wild on YouTube. Maybe I want to see some Boris Wild videos just to see get familiar with him. And he's on Penn and Teller. I don't know if any of you saw that show where Boris Wild was on Penn and Teller Fool Us. But the card that Penn and Teller picked on that show, believe it or not, was the 2 of spades.
For the very first time, Penn, please, can you tell us the card that Teller chose earlier?
2 of spades.
Is that right? 2 of spades?
Yes.
Could you please take the cards and show to the audience the 3rd card in the deck? Please show to everyone the card. What is it? Is that it? Is that the 2 of spades? Yes? Oh my God, a miracle! We made it! Oh wow! Yes! Wait!
I think it's a perfect trick for Zoom.
Yeah, the handling makes it perfect.
I think it'll work in the real world too. No problem.
There's no question about being great ideas, and the idea of whether you're ever going to incorporate it yourself, it just blows right by you. Of course you are.
Yeah.
Why
least
wouldn't
you
you
have
want
it.
to?
Good
It looks so
intentions
good
to
right
do it.
now.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that little effect that goes beyond coincidence, for me at least. You can find the actual effect by David Parr on the IBM Jam videos. So anyway, I wanted to tell you that at the lecture the following week, I got to meet Boris Wild. And at the dinner, I shared with him my little coincidence story about me trying to find a Zoom effect, doing it on my local club over the internet, and it being the 2 of spades, which was the very card that he used to fool Penn and Teller. And Boris found that story quite amusing. Well, later on during the lecture, Boris called me up as a volunteer, and he did a Zoom trick on me, which was amazing, blew me out of the water. And of course, he fooled me. And I just thought I would share that with you. Of course, the trick is in his lecture notes, which I got. And I also bought one of his decks of cards. Had a great time. It was a great lecture by Boris Wild, and really enjoyed meeting him. And of course, I got to keep a little souvenir that Boris made for me. He autographed this playing card, the 2 of spades, and it says, "I fooled you, Boris Wild." So I hope you enjoyed this little effect, and have a great rest of the day. Bye.